Hi, this is the build guide for the elastic wall lamp. I had a lot of fun doing this lamp, and I honestly didn't expect it to look that good in my wall. So here are some quick tips to get you started in case you want to build one for yourself, and I really hope you do. So in the link to the project, you will find all the files needed to build the lamp frame, the wall mounts, the enclosure for the microcontroller, and also the source code for the controller, so you can add some behavior, change the LED colors, and etc. So the lamp is composed of 7 3D printable pieces that were designed to fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. You can then mount it on a wall using a 50mm screw or using the supports. That will depend on how much light you want to be reflected by the wall. The total size is about 44 centimeters, and every individual part has small ladders on the back, so you know which pieces will go together. The inner part is also designed so you can fit an LED strip inside it without much effort and without needing glue or anything. And there are holes between each part so you can pass the 3 wires needed to connect the strips. The frame can be done in 4 separate prints. I have printed mine using black PLA with 30% in fill and a layer height of 0.2 millimeters. The first layer is the most important one, as that will be the front part of the lamp. You want it to be as smooth as possible, so the print must start with a good adherence to the printing bed. I wanted the first layer to lay down as hot as possible, so I set the bed temperature to 70 degrees and nozzle to 205 degrees for the first layer, but that will depend on the material that you are using. I have managed to fit a total of 85 LEDs inside, but I think I could have put less than that and still achieve the same results. I thought that the gaps between the strips would be visible, as there will be dark spots in the wall, but it turned out quite okay if the lamp is far enough from the wall, so the light will spread out. In my case, the lamp is 3.4 centimeters far from the wall with the help of the supports. As a microcontroller for the LED strips, I'm using a version of ESP8266, also known as Wemos, which is fairly small, but the code will work on any Arduino or Node MCU. The nice thing about using this module is that it comes with Wi-Fi out of the box, so in the code you will also see that I'm connecting to an Elasticsearch cluster to fetch the configuration, so you can change the behavior of your lamp by just putting a document to the index, and that index is referenced in the code. There are a couple things you need to be aware of when soldering the strips and connecting it to the microcontroller. The first thing is that you want to provide 5 volts to it. The SP module usually have 3 volts and 5 volts. You want to use the 5 volt one. I don't think you can fit more than 90 LEDs in this lamp, but in any case, if you experience some flickering, either decrease the brightness or use an external power supply for the LEDs. A power supply that's independent from the microcontroller. And speaking of setting the brightness, the code is mapping groups of LEDs into bubbles. So one for every node we have in our logo, from A to F. Sorry, this post-it is all I have for a diagram, but you'll probably wire your strip differently than mine anyway. Just note out the sequence in which you have fit the strips inside the frame, because you have to map which LED belongs to which bubble in the code. And that's it. Please send some pictures if you build this. I would love to see it. And yeah, happy building.